It's time for Swinging Blindly, the show where PJ and Blaze make their bold baseball predictions. Once in a while, they'll hit a home run. Sometimes they'll hit a grounder or fly ball somewhere, but most of the time, they're gonna swing and miss.
Strike three, you're out.
Here he is, stepping into the batter's box, the man with the plan, who roots for a team with a late legend named Stan. It's not unusual for him to lead off, PJ Geary. Welcome to another episode of Swinging Blindly, the fastest hour around the diamond. I am Blaze Bryant, as I am joined on the Zoom here by the man who usually opens this thing. However, he is playing through injury. It sounds like he needs the all-star break as he is absolutely exhausted. That, of course, is the man of the hour, PJ Geary. How are you, bro?
Hey, Blaze, we're here and we're gonna get through it. I'm exhausted on more than one level. I'm exhausted in general, which I know everybody is. It's July. We're getting into the dog days of the summer, as they say. But I'm also just exhausted of baseball because, as you can also say, our teams are just it's unbearable. It's exhausting to watch. It's tiring.
It's a very good way of putting it, and we are wherever you get your podcasts, as well as the Pacifica Radio Network, our social media, facebook.com/Swinging Blindly podcast, on Twitter @Swinging Blindly. Bro, I mean, I have to start here, and if you're okay with it, since I'm kind of running the show here, and I'm not trying to usurp you here.
Yes.
With that said, I have to start with something that I just witnessed here as we are taping this on July 4th. Happy Independence Day to you. Happy 245th birthday, America. Even though, let's face it, I mean, you know, one person not being free from anything is one person too many, and that is certainly a reality we are dealing with here in this country. With that said, I just witnessed, in my opinion, the worst regular season loss I've ever experienced in my life as a New York Yankee fan. Mets, Yankees, game one of the doubleheader. Yankees are up 5-4 going into the seventh. Aroldis Chapman comes in. Bro, he throws a slider to Pete Alonso, who hits it out, and then proceeds to give up two more runs. Lucas Litke comes in. He gives up more runs. When it's all said and done, 6 freaking runs in the top of the seventh inning, and we ended up losing the game 10-5 in a game that we were leading 5-4. Aroldis Chapman has looked like an absolute disaster of late, and Aaron Boone Aaron Boone has this to say about Aroldis Chapman and his confidence.
Well, yeah, we'll continue to talk through that. Obviously, we got another important one right now, so that'll be something that we talk, after these games, and obviously with the off day tomorrow. So we'll have to talk through that.
Why throw a slider to Alonso in that situation?
Yeah, I don't think that was the right spot for that.
And was there any consideration Chad Green throwing just 2 pitches, leaving him in there?
No, because once I shot Lowe's length, and then if I shoot Greeny's length, I got no leverage length in game 2, and we're kind of piecing today together a little bit. So, I was going to use Greeny to get out of the inning if I felt like Lowe was at the end of the line there, just running out of gas a little bit. So I had to shoot him there just to get out of it. But no, today I would have gone, if I would have shot, Greeny or Lowe in the 5th or in the 6th inning, had Garrett got through 5 or something, I would have considered leaving them in. But once I shot the length there and had to go with Greeny there, no, we were going Chappie.
Talk about shooting the length. Talk about saying so much yet saying so little, bro. What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he talking about?
So what he's talking about, what I think he's talking about, that's a very good question. So Garrett Cole only went 3 1/3 innings today, giving up 4 runs, and Jonathan Loaisiga pitched. I want to say it was he pitched. What was it? Because these 7-inning games they kind of mess me up. I mean, this is not baseball. Let's just
I agree. I had maybe it's just me being frustrated with baseball in general, but I was 4th of July, as you said, was at the parents' house, and I got in a conversation quickly about the Saturday. So I haven't really been too critical of them, but man, you said it just now. It's not baseball, and I understood it in 2020 with the way the world was, but I don't believe it is something that needs to continue to be going on. It doesn't, to me, it does not feel like clearly they matter, and they're real games, right? They count towards the record plays, right? But they're only 7-inning games. It just, I don't know. It's a little strange to me now. Again, I think maybe I'm noticing it now because my team is doing so bad. So I'm kind of like nitpicking, but I mean, you said it best. It's not baseball. So they really mess you up there. But didn't Loaisiga have, he had a decent outing.
He pitched 2 2/3. Or I'm sorry, he pitched 2 1/3, not 2 2 1/3 innings.
So got them to what, the 6th inning?
And then Chad Green came in and threw 2 pitches. 2 pitches. And you have seen probably how Aroldis Chapman has looked lately, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Aaron Boone, I mean, in that attempted justification, which made sense to absolutely no one.
He was going around in circles in that quote there, man. Like, seriously, I said the same thing about like Shilt and all that, but that he said the same thing over and over again in like 4 different ways.
I mean, granted, the only time I do that is when I'm really tired and I'm trying to explain something.
Yeah. He just keeps saying the same thing, and you just tweak it a little bit. That's kind of what he was doing there. And it's that's by design. You know that. I mean,
it's by design for sure.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy that has looked as bad as Chapman has looked, and I thought Wednesday night was about as bad and as bad as low of a point as the Yankees were going to get in this season. This loss today, and Wednesday night, I mean, Yankees were up 7-3, end up losing the game 11-8, 2 rain delays. I'm glad I fell asleep. I mean, this is the worst loss, because I've been thinking about it. This is the worst loss I've ever seen in the regular season as a Yankee fan. Obviously, there is no single loss that is going to sting more than Game 5 of the ALCS in 2004, because once they lost Game 5, they were losing that series. Yeah. I like that. The one thing I did like from the Aaron Boone clip that we just heard was that he said throwing the slider to Peter Alonso was not the right sequence there, and actually having the guts to call out a player. It's something I never thought I'd hear. I mean, look, we're both really down about baseball right now, bro. At least we're not the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, the only team that the Cardinals seem to be able to beat right now. It's bad, Blaze. It's just bad, and that quote that we just heard, like you said, I didn't realize that. I mean, when I left my parents, it was 5-4 still Yankees.
Yeah. And
to hear that they ended up losing like that is, I mean, we're down bad. We're down bad, buddy. We are about to go into the longest summer of our baseball fandom, and you know what? The people will be right along with us, I suppose. So
absolutely.
Shout out. Come along for the ride. We'll be miserable together, and you know what? At least the fans of the better teams out there can sleep well and know that we're going to talk about them, because our teams just don't even deserve really anything other than our disdain at this point, right? I mean, the front office, that how do you enact change as a fan, please? I mean, seriously, I'm asking you, how, especially and I'll just stick with the Yankees for now as an example.
Sure.
Such a proud franchise, right? A team that, the fans, the front office, the fans, the players all expect to be winning. I mean, that's just the Yankee way, right? How as a fan, like, what do you do? What is there to do as a fan with very little to no power over the day-to-day operations of these teams? What do we do? What do we do?
Well, if you're a practicing Catholic, get out your rosary beads. I really...
In the year of our Lord 2021, just get on your knees and pray.
Yeah, and if you're of another faith, because I'll be very honest in saying that I'm not really up on, really not abreast as to, how other faiths practice, because I grew up as a practicing Catholic, did the first communion and confirmation, and then, once I couldn't flirt with the girls in religion class anymore, then I just, I was done with the Catholic Church. Just spitting facts. I mean,
you dog.
Well, hey. Tell that to Flash, you dog.
You dog. Yeah, we're having fun.
Seriously, I think you just have to hope and pray, because we're 82 games into the season, about to play our 83rd. What I have seen, and what you have seen from your Cardinals, as I try and transition here, we have seen enough to say, and not be hyperbole, as to how genuinely ticked off and disappointed and frankly dejected we are about our teams.
Mm-hmm. It's I mean, you said it off air real quick, and my wife says it to me all the time, how dramatic I get about this team. But look, man, I mean, we're baseball fans. We ride and die by these teams, and whether that's a fault of ours, maybe, sure. Do I think gets a little ridiculous sometimes? Sure, but that is the way it is, and I love baseball, and I love this team, and when they are not performing, and both of us, have been, I know, I've gotten 2 World Series in, however many years, 15 years, you guys got the one. We're used to rooting for these 2 like cornerstone franchises of baseball, the Cardinals and the Yankees, and we're used to success. And when we aren't getting it, and when we're getting it this bad, it is just, it's hard. It's probably the wrong word. It is just different, right?
We can't even use injuries as the rationale.
No. There's no excuse.
No.
There's no excuse, Blaze, because now, and you said it, 82 games in, this is how these teams are. Like, the identity of these teams it's imperative. Like, it's obvious. Like, this, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. It's a duck. Like, this is how our teams are.
And it makes me want to say another word that rhymes with duck that we can't say on the radio.
Trust me, I've said it a couple times today.
Oh.
We have to laugh, right? So we don't cry.
Yeah.
We have to laugh so we don't cry.
We have to do whatever quacks us up.
Oh man. See, this is why we talk, because you do quack me up and you make me smile. So that's why we do this, because at the end of the day, we love our teams and we ride or die with our teams, but we love baseball, right? So
yeah, I mean, but I know we were talking about, I mean, we're done with baseball, but I mean, both of us, let's not kid ourselves. We're not done with baseball. We love the game too gosh darn much.
No, I'm going to torture myself the rest of the year.
Right.
And then we'll hop on and we'll talk about how tortured we are. And
absolutely. And but that's just who we are and what we do. I mean, and speaking of the Cardinals, yes. while we're talking about them,
let's just get out of the way.
Okay, would you like to hear Mike Shilt and his explanation of Cabrera, Genesis Cabrera, and a pitch that he threw that ostensibly had them losing a game yesterday against the Rockies?
Whatever.
All right, here's a minute and 3 seconds of torture for you.
Cabby's 0 for 20 with his changeup against righties this year. He's got a 222 batting average. Ball in play against righties, almost twice as much against lefties. He's got a significant less OPS, like 500 against righties, and he's been great all year for us in big situations. He got a changeup up, and he hit it. Before that he was 0 for 20. It's interesting because we just look at these numbers, as we take inventory as the season goes, create the best matchups possible we can make. He's 0 for 20 with changeup against righties. His slug is significantly better, and his, he's got 3 pitches that he can throw for strikes against righties. He's good against both. he's been good. Like I said, he's gotten a lot of big outs against righties for us that, again, maybe I should say, hey, Cabby got righties out. Cabby's got great stuff, so we trust him, and he got a weak ground ball, and he got another weak ground ball that went through, and, it didn't work out. Yeah, Johnny was ready, but we trusted the guy and to make a pitch, and he got it up, and a good player put a swing on it.
Man, you and I think both of you actually use a similar phrase. I don't know which one of you used this exact phrase, but between you and Brett, shout out Brett, fellow Yankee fan that we've had on the pod a couple times.
Who's way too Pollyanna for us to have on today.
Yeah, no.
I look, I've never actually personally met the dude. Had him on twice, as you know. Great dude. Yeah. Brett's the man. I love Brett.
You hit the nail on the head, though. I would have wanted to strangle him if he was on the show today. But the phrase that comes to mind there is putting lipstick on a pig. He is. I don't even know who he's trying to pander to with those answers. Just say that you stink, and let's just call a spade a spade. I know you can't because that's like same with the Boone capacity. Like, look, these guys are literally coaching for their jobs at this point. And I understand having to try and paint certain pictures, but man, don't give me these numbers, man. Don't tell me this, that, the other thing. He made a bad pitch and he got hurt. Take some responsibility. I need guys, not just and it starts top down, right? It starts top down. You need people to take responsibility. Unlike, I don't mean to ricochet shot this, but I saw a quote from Hal Steinbrenner the other day talking about how it's on the players, and like that. You got to some time you have to take some responsibility for how your team's playing. When you're the manager, when you're the front office, yes, are they the ones with the glove and the bats in their hands? No, but they're the ones who put the product on the field that we see, and that these managers then have to deal with. Vice versa, then the players play with what they're given. So that lipstick, that was just putting lipstick on a pig. I'm done. I don't know, man. I have no words. I have 0 words.
Well, that's a phrase that Michael K likes to use a lot, and that's one that Brett and I have paraphrased and said, because it is accurate. It is an absolutely perfect way to say how both of our teams are playing. And I'm glad that you brought up the Hal Steinbrenner thing, because on the one hand, I like that he said that this is on the players because they're not living up to what is on the back of the baseball card. Mm-hmm. With that said,
I get that.
With that, which I appreciate. With that said, though, all you have to do is look at how, and I'm using the Yankees because this is a roster I know better than I do the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So feel free to fill the gaps in as we go along here on Swinging Blindly.
Yes, sir.
There are so many designated hitters on this team, with Stanton, with Sanchez, with Andujar, Clint Frazier. The beat goes freaking on, and cold hand Luke Voigt, who, I'm sorry, he cannot play an adequate first base. He is best as a designated hitter. You have 5 starters right there that I just named, or platoon players. You have 5 people who are better suited as designated hitters, who are putting gloves on, with the exception of Stanton, because goodness forbid he's in the outfield and breaks a quad or his entire body or something. I mean, it's just
Those are all below average.
Money.
Those are all like minus run. Defender.
Yeah, and it's not close.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
I
mean, you hate to see that.
Gary Sanchez below average. Clint Frazier, he has to, every play that he makes, it looks tough. Nothing looks easy. Miguel Andujar, it feels like Princeton and Avenue Q with him playing the field, in the sense that, okay, we're trying to find a place for him to have purpose. And the only place it seems where he has purpose is just by swinging the bat and swinging the bat alone. We tried him at 30, threw the ball away. At first, well, no, I mean, that didn't really work out. And now he's in the outfield. And okay, yeah, he can throw the ball a little bit, which he gosh darn well better should, because he played third base. But tracking the ball, he needs Google Maps.
He needs those. He needs
like one of those tile trackers or whatever you call them.
Like on the golf course, they have like the range finder. It tells you like how far away the ball is and everything. He needs one of those. I just want to. I don't want it to be missed. I mean, Cold Hand Luke, an all-time reference by you there. Just want to make sure I said that again, just so people.
You're very kind.
Heard it. Yes.
You're very kind, and
that's why you're the best in the biz, there, Blaze.
Well, if I were the best in the biz, bro, I think we'd be having a contract right now.
Look,
and
we have to talk each other up here, Blaze.
We
right?
do.
I mean, we have to be each other's best buddies. We have to be each other's cheerleaders here, because we're down bad. We're down bad.
You're right.
There doesn't seem to be any. You know what? It's almost better this way. I was thinking about it before we hopped on. What would be better for both of our teams to be great, for one of our teams to be great and the other bad, or for both of our teams to just be almost unwatchable? And honestly, content-wise, it's probably best for the latter, where they're just unwatchable and we get to be miserable. So we have to prop each other up in these tough times.
At least we're not the Minnesota Twins or the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad saying that. But sorry, Twin fans. But I mean, you're not wrong. I think they would say the same thing.
I mean, there is no bigger disappointment in Major League Baseball than them.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's true, especially with some of the moves that they made in the offseason, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it. They are a product of the reality of injury.
Yeah.
With that said,
well, but you said it, man. There's no excuse now.
No,
we're so far into the season. Everybody's got injuries. There's no excuse.
And look at all the injuries that are happening.
Yeah, a lot this year.
Yeah, it's really
coming off of the COVID year. I mean, who knows? Maybe that had something to do with it. And we'll get into it. The new pitching rules. I know it's not just pitchers that are hurt on these teams, but you know, you have to. It begs the question, right? It begs the question: why, how? You know, we're seeing it. I mean, we saw it in, I know it's a different sport, but we're seeing more injuries in the NBA with a lot of stars going out because of the small turnaround, the time between the offseason being shorter, you know, and I know it's not necessarily the case with baseball, but it kind of begs the question, like, why are all these injuries happening? Because it does seem to be more than most years. And maybe
honestly, I think it has, and this is an across-the-board sports thing, where there is such an emphasis, it seems like, on lifting weights and all this muscle and all that stuff. The human body isn't made for that, especially if you are tasked with being very athletic, like you need to be in baseball, like you need to be in basketball, like you need to be in hockey. And like how in that arrow was pointing that way in football as well, because you're, you know, especially on the offensive and defensive lines, you look at it, they're not looking for the big beefcakes anymore that you can't move. They're looking for people that are athletic.
Yeah, freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for freaks. Yeah, well, especially on the NFL. And just in general, like you said, I mean, you know, they're stretching out these muscles now, as you said, and you know, so for last year, and you had some guys sitting out the whole year in baseball, but they were prepping for a 60-game season plus potential playoffs, right? Now,
well, not only that too. I mean, they had family members to keep in mind as well. I mean, in all sports, we had the same thing.
It's a turnaround. It's a turnaround unlike we've ever seen, right? So, I think maybe it is just a circumstance of the time. So we'll just have to go and see. But again, and just circling back to the main point, no team has there's no excuse. Every team is dealing with it. Every team seemingly has had a significant injury or two to deal with so far. That's why, like, I can't hang my hat on. Yeah, of course, have the Cardinals been hurt? Sure. Have the Yankees? Sure. Everybody's had their injuries, but then you have the good teams who have pushed through and persevered. As we see in the top of the divisions. I mean, I don't know how we don't necessarily have to go like full deep dive into the divisions, but as we usually do, a little quick around the league. The tops of the divisions in the AL, right? Red Sox, White Sox, Astros. I can't necessarily speak to the Astros as much, but I know for a fact both the Red Sox and White Sox have had their share of injuries.
The White Sox have been slammed, and look at them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6 games up in the division, please. I mean, is that division very good? No, it's actually probably one of the worst, the AL Central. But
yeah,
this is, though, a team that it has persevered and pushed through these significant injuries.
Oh, hey, Tony La Russa and Jack Daniels.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess they might be hurt and they just don't feel anything. So. Tony's got them feeling nice and warm there.
Oh yeah.
Well, that stinks, man. See, just another kick in the rear end there for me as a baseball fan is the Tony La Russa coming out of retirement and just the White Sox being awesome. It's just
I mean, I feel like they were going to be awesome with or without him. I mean,
I agree, and I mean, hey, again, we're not even in injuries, right? Some adversity there in general with
Renteria getting fired or whatever that deal was.
Yeah, and then like coach of the year, manager of the year. and then next just given the boot, and and with everything happening early on in the year where La Russa didn't really defend his guys, it's a weird scenario there, but here we are. 80, like you said, 82 games in. We're just about on the cusp of the halfway mark. I feel like July 4th is almost the well,
I mean, it's really benchmark number 2. I mean, Memorial Day is benchmark number 1.
Exactly.
We're at benchmark number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, and now we're at that point where the benchmarks, the time between them is shorter and shorter because benchmark number 3 is the trading deadline. Then you have benchmark number 4 as August 15th. Benchmark number 5 is September 1st. And then you just have benchmarks weekly on an incremental basis until the end of the season.
And then isn't the oh no, it's still July. Okay.
It is July 31st. Well, I mean, everything was different last year.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, again, we're getting acclimated again to a full season as we are in the middle of, and I mean, you said it best, man. This is the second benchmark, and this is kind of, I believe, even more so than Memorial Day. This is when you look at your team, and I said it myself. We know what we have. You know what you have right now in your teams. You know the makeup of your team. You know the identity, and as we sit here, our teams just certainly are on the bottom barrel of that. I mean, look, just again, I'm not going to go through every team.
The sun is set in our teams, man.
Look at the AL East. I mean, the Yankees. I mean, after 10 games out, man, 41-41, sitting there in 4th place behind the Rays and Blue Jays with the lowly Orioles right behind. Certainly not where either one of us.
And we're only 15 games ahead of the Orioles.
It's.
I mean, I know that's a really dire way of looking at that.
I do.
Reality.
It's pretty incredible that they're 22-22 at home and 19-19 on the road. The Yankees. That's actually kind of impressive.
They're consistent.
Yeah, right. But I mean, seriously, like, not a scenario that we even contemplated at the beginning of this season. man. And yet here we are at the second benchmark of the year, and that's where we're at. I mean, the AL Central is looking at the White Sox, Indians, being with the disappointment Twins sitting in last there. The Royals, who we at one point were speaking of as a possible surprise breakout team, clearly have digressed.
They've fallen to reality. I mean, how about Detroit though? Detroit is surprised in the fact that they're inside of 10 games under 500.
Yeah, shout out the Tigers. Who's the manager there?
That's AJ Hinch.
Oh yes, I mean,
the can man.
I was going to say I don't know how much I don't know what your opinion of Mr. Hinch is, but clearly got them overperforming for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the amount of fans that go to the ballpark, I mean, the garbage cans would be heard, so you can't be banging on those.
Oh no! Oh man, we apologize for our saltiness on the show today. Oh, I love it though. And then in the West, we have Astros, which we kind of assumed would be the case. The Astros, Athletics, and Mariners heading that division. Angels, not having Trout which is honestly, if they had Trout right now, the Angels could. I mean, you could see them being a couple of games better than they are right now, and they'd be
but not much.
Yeah. No, you're.
Yeah.
Can we just take a quick second to talk about him? I mean, Shohei Ohtani, man. He's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, you had him in Yankee Stadium, so I imagine you were catching some of those games. Incredible.
I did, and when he pitched, I mean, he looked absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, you sent me the text that night, and man, did that just not. That text didn't age. I mean, he didn't do well, but the Yankees certainly. Yeah, you kind of mushed them there.
That aged like the first batch of homebrew. It really did. Oh.
You made a sour there. Oh, no. I know. I texted you the next morning.
If you took a sip, I'd be able to hear your face from here in Albany. It's just that's how sour that was. Oh man!
Dude, when I woke up the next morning, I didn't mean to, but I was just laughing so hard. I'm like, please is talking about how bad Ohtani was, and then the Yankees just blow it in the same game.
I don't blame you for laughing. I mean,
I know.
If flip the script. Angels are playing the Cardinals. He does the same thing. You send me that text.
I do the same exact thing, yeah.
Right. I would have been doing the same gosh darn thing.
You would have done it right at the end of the game.
No, I don't know. Because I gotta get up at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So
it probably would have been an early morning text. Like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh man,
there's got to be the morning after.
That's just where we're at, Blaze. That's just where we're at. The Yankees score 7 in the first inning, and then they lose in the 9th. Oh man, we can't. There's just nothing. We got nothing. We have no ammo in the chamber. We have nothing.
Again, at least we're not the Arizona Diamondbacks. 23-62.
Yeah, 30 and a half games back July 4th. Oh man. Hey, nice little segue there, Blaze.
Yeah, and the Yankees were so desperate that we got one of their outfielders, Tim LaCastro, in a trade.
Oh, really?
From Arizona. Yeah, LaCastro is a New York kid, and he had a big RBI today. He honestly,
the Yankees, when did that happen?
That happened just the other day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I know we do a baseball podcast, please, but I just so down bad. It's so hard, so hard. I mean, you brought it up, the NL West, the Diamondbacks there, 23-62. The Giants, man, a team. I don't know. I definitely don't think we had them here in July 4th. Who did? Who did? I mean, 52-30 right there in first, right with the keep pace with Dodgers. They have the percentage on the Dodgers right now, technically tied at the top of that division, and then the Padres right there,
4.5 back.
Yeah, 4.5. Thank you. Definitely. I mean, we kind of both said, I mean, we knew it was going to be one of the more entertaining divisions, but we thought it would just be between the Dodgers and Padres, right? And now here the Giants are. And I mean, man, it's not even an even year. So I don't think they'll end up winning it. But the Giants, man, they just do it. But Buster Posey, Longoria, blast in the past. They got the pitching, what's his name? Gausman, been unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's good for them. Shout out to Bay. Baseball is better when that rivalry is good. When the Giants and Dodgers are neck and neck, it definitely makes for good baseball. And then the rivalry there that's been brewing for a while with the Dodgers and Padres, man. I mean, those games every time those two teams play, it seems like it's a playoff game.
I mean, it's reminiscent. It's like the Yankees Red Sox.
Yeah, like early 2000s. Yeah,
it's like what the Cardinals Cubs used to be.
Yes, like early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
Those rivalries when they were so hot. Yeah, man. I mean, not at this point. Cardinals.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I'll go on a tangent, so I'll stop myself. But yeah, I enjoy it. Even though those are later games. I don't really get to catch a lot of them.
right.
The highlights are always electric, and at this point, man, we're gonna have to just take what we can get with enjoying baseball, and I'll have to just enjoy the Tatises of the world, and the Vlads in the AL for the Blue Jays. I mean, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just being amazing. Did you see the thing? Through 258 games, how Vlad Jr. and Senior both had 50 home runs.
I did not see that. I mean, not a shot.
Pretty remarkable, yeah. I mean, that's just I feel like you only see stats like that in baseball, right? That's such a baseball stat.
Right.
So that's cool to watch. So at least we have all that stuff to look forward to. Heading over to the Central, I mean, Brewers, the superior team there. The Cubs have certainly fallen off. A nice little 7-game lead over the Reds there. Cardinals 10 back, whatever. And the lowly Pirates, who 20 back. So, Cardinals could very well end up finishing last because they stink, and I hate them, and we'll move on. The Mets, I think we both said we believe this would end up being the most competitive division, the NL East.
And it's a 4. I mean, really, actually, you make the case. They're all still in it.
Yeah. Every team, even the Marlins, 9.5 back. They're within striking distance. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And just the Braves, with the Mets 43-36, and then the Braves 41-42 in second.
I know where 2 of the Mets wins came from.
Yeah, I mean, geez. Oh yeah, and as we speak, is that second game going on right now?
I believe it did start, but
who cares?
Anyhow, I mean, it's just
who cares.
It's about how I feel. I mean, I do want to go back to
go ahead
to the NL Central for a second.
Okay.
Well, and this is not to open the wound up on you more. The Rays, they traded away Willie Adames, their shortstop, and brought up that top prospect, Wander Franco.
Yep.
Adames went to the Brewers, and since then, I mean, they have been on fire.
I actually just picked him up in a fantasy league. Yeah, he's been on a tear. We got to get you next year, Blaze. I'm going to get you in one of my fantasy baseball leagues.
I would love to.
Yeah. I actually was going to start one. I know this is a quick tangent, but I was going to start one with our football league, but the season crept up on us. So next year, I'm going to send the feelers out.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I'm in.
What a deal there for the Brewers. I mean, just a team that had a very quiet, sneaky good offseason has just, going into it, I thought that they would be the main competition for the Cardinals, and here we are. And then, hey, you brought him up, and I just want to shout out Franco because I have been on the Wander Franco bandwagon for years now. I do one of my fantasy leagues is like more of a dynasty type thing where you kind of want to get prospects in later rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother actually has Franco, and I was trying to trade for him for so long. The last 2 years I've been trying to trade for him.
I mean, he's not really hitting well right now.
No. He had the home run in his first at bat, and I think he just hit his second one yesterday,
today.
I believe.
I think yes or today.
Or it might have been.
Sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But and hey, again, the Rays, just an organization that just pumps out. Honestly, it used to be like the Cardinals. It just always seemed to have some random new guy who was hitting, and that just seems to be the Rays nowadays. And as you mentioned, the Brewers seem to have.
They've been the recipient, and I mean, you could make the case. I mean, so far right now, if you just look at it right now, Adames and Franco, you just have a juxtaposition between the two. Right now, that deal has backfired on Tampa.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, looking at, as we just said, a little struggling out of the gate for Franco. First hit was a home run, but then kind of struggled. So you can make the argument, lost a couple games, not due to his production, but clearly he's been a negative on the plus minus scale, right? Whereas Adames has been, and because Adames actually had a pretty solid year last year. And,
I mean, he's been a steady player with them for a while. Evidently wasn't hitting much with Tampa Bay, and I mean, but
he's an everyday player, so
right. Well, I mean,
everyday guy.
He probably was happy to actually play in a real ballpark.
Shout out the Trop. We shout out the Trop here.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would love to go to a game there. Not gonna. I mean, just to experience it, right? But certainly is enjoying hitting there with the Brew Crew. So, I mean that's essential. And as I kind of mentioned, we have the East with the Mets, who I don't even understand sometimes how this team wins games. I mean, they're not even
because their pitching is so good.
Yeah, well, and then even and now they're winning games when DeGrom isn't even great, right? Like, how does that? It used to be they could never even win with DeGrom, and now they're winning in spite of him sometimes.
Well, I mean, what are we? Are we
unbelievable?
But here's the thing, though: are we saying it's not great on DeGrom standards or regular standards?
Oh no, just DeGrom standards. Because if he gives up 3 runs, it's unheard of, right?
Yeah.
So that's a bad game for good game for everybody else. Bad game for DeGrom.
Well, I mean, Cole you'd put in that conversation. Last 2 starts notwithstanding.
There's a couple of guys. Yeah, there's a couple of guys. Well, and we can. Why don't we? I mean, are you satisfied with our around the league? Do you want to hop into some topics? Speaking of Cole.
Well, yeah, and as we do now. I mean, we do need to. And we have a little bit less than 15 minutes to do it. Address the whole thing with the spider tag stuff. That I'm sorry, I can't. I am over these broadcasters referring to it as sticky stuff.
It's just like, say something else.
Sticky stuff. Yeah. Especially when it comes from Susan Waldman and John Sterling.
Oh no! Yeah, the last people you want to hear utter those words.
Susan, the sticky stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Getting all hot and steamy when they start talking about the sticky stuff. I actually
John the spider web.
Oh no. And you kind of have to tip your caps, not the right word, but I know, right?
There's no right phrasing. Just move on.
I know. We got a sticky slope, as they might say there.
Hey.
But yeah, it's you have to, as a broadcaster, as somebody who speaks into a microphone,
yes,
very often in yourself, you just have to try and find different ways to talk about it, right? And it's a newer thing that's being discussed now. I mean, I think, it's been the kind of I don't like using the word unwritten rule. I'm kind of over that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been, I feel like this stuff's been in baseball. We've talked about it. Pitchers using substances is not new. I think spider tack by itself is a more new idea and substance that wasn't necessarily talked about clearly.
Yeah, and evidently the ball really does stick to your hand. And if it, I mean,
Yeah.
just say what the substance is called. You don't need to sit there and call it the sticky stuff.
Yeah, we're not children. You know what I mean? Like, and if anything, it makes me cringe to hear that. So.
I mean, you probably saw the look on my face talking about it. Here on Zoom.
Yeah, you don't like that.
And because we're on radio and podcast, all you need to know is it was not a look of approval. That's for sure.
No, the sticky stuff. You had said, I don't have my phone on me, but about how John. What did you say?
Today is John Sterling's 83rd birthday, and happy birthday to him.
But you were saying that he was like getting more not like aggressive is not the word you used. That he's like, you could just tell he's not having it right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely.
I forgot what word you used. Use a different word.
I
laughed when you said it.
I did put a Facebook post up. Was it ornery?
Yes.
Yeah. Ornery.
Can you explain that, please, for people who aren't listening to Sterling?
Yeah, what I mean is, the Yankees have just been playing such bad baseball, and look, you got to hand it to the guy, because this isn't stuff that he's seen in over about 30 years. Well, I mean, he started with the Yankees in '89.
Yes,
and at the beginning, they weren't very good.
Only decade they didn't win a title in the
right.
80s. Yeah.
Right. That in the 2010s.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to say that, but you did. So
I mean, because it's true.
True.
What I mean is, it's as if he's telling them how they need to play the game.
Ornery.
And it's comical.
With the sticky stuff, him and Susan. Oh, shout out Sterling and Susan, man. Legends, seriously.
I will say right now, because we're on the Pacifica Network, and
shout out.
Which is the only reason why we're being somewhat composed about
everything.
Old people talking about stuff. Well, yeah, really everything. You're absolutely right.
Ornery is such a great word, and
yeah.
So basically, you can just tell he's not having fun.
Well, I mean, and I can't blame the guy because half the games he's having to do off a monitor. You can tell that he keeps his eyes on the field, not the monitor. Mm-hmm. He's an older man set in his ways, and I mean, look, and I'm not saying this from a place of being critical of John Sterling. I want to be very clear about that. Because some people, you either love Sterling or you hate him. I frankly love the guy. I love John Sterling.
Legend.
Yeah, he just struggles, as do all these broadcasters, when they're not traveling and the Yankees are going to be on the road like they are. I mean, the Yankees. I mean, they look. They're going to be flying to Seattle and taking on the Mariners starting Tuesday night. I mean, right now they're going into this sleepy in Seattle. So.
Nice.
And that's a 5.5 hour flight.
Really?
From New York to Seattle is about a 5.5 hour flight. Yep.
Oh wow!
I decided to look that up recently. I thought it would have been longer.
This is what these teams do to us. We're looking up how long these flights are. Just something to talk about here.
Plenty of time to break down tape, regardless.
Yeah. Well, you know what I was going to say, and I think you'd probably agree with this as you're talking. It's kind of what I thought about. And obviously, Pacifica Network, shout out. I'll dance around this and clean it up a little bit. But it's like he's trying to make chicken salad out of chicken
crap.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think, and that's the feeling I get from the Cardinals broadcasters right now too. And because I don't know how many teams are, or like how many broadcasting teams are traveling right now. I know the Cardinals aren't either.
Not many.
Yeah. They only do they're only in the booth in St. Louis.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Shannon's not traveling. I mean,
No.
he's given his age.
Games anyway. Oh no, he's the radio. Yeah, he does radio. Yeah. But he's it's his last season, is it not, Mike Shannon? I'm pretty sure.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just certainly not. I mean, I know we already talked about it, but I'm just sad, Blaze. I'm sorry if it came across that way. I honestly, you picked me up, and I've certainly got a little bit more energy than I did when we started. But just sad,
bro. I am too. I mean, it's just. I'm not really so much. I'm more angry, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because this was a team. This was a team. We were told, okay, they're going to win more than 100 games. You know, you look at all the talent. You look at what's on the back of the baseball card. This, that, the other thing. Why they were going to be so good, and they're this bad.
Let them hear it, please. Come on, I want to hear some more emotion out of you.
I mean, it's just. I've said it before.
And let us know, seriously, let us know how mad if you're a Yankee fan, which I'm sure there are many listening, let us know how mad you are. If you happen to be a Cardinal fan, let us know. I want to hear it.
I mean, regardless of what your team is, how are you feeling right now? A good, bad, indifferent, optimistic, pessimistic, realistic, chauvinistic, who knows? Facebook.
Ornery. We're gonna have to send John Sterling a care package. We'll make sure we include the sticky stuff in there.
We'll seal it with the sticky stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/Swinging Blindly podcast. On Twitter at Swinging Blindly. Oh. Wow.
Oh man. Oh,
yeah, and just think. I mean, a month ago we were. We had some optimism. I mean, now there's none.
I wish I could go back in time and tell month ago, PJ, that everything will be all right. I can't.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Now I'm sitting here a month after, and I'm miserable and contemplating. I don't even want. Please. I respect and admire how much you continue to just watch and listen and follow your team just be awful. I have been reserved to. I can't even do it anymore, man. Does that make me a bad fan? Tell me it's not. It doesn't make me a bad fan.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I was still able to root for the Yankees after Joe Torre was fired.
That's okay. That's fair.
At the end of the 2007 season, when I, came really close to becoming a Met fan, I'm gonna be very honest. I was so absolutely perturbed by that firing. I seriously contemplated being a Mets fan.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, and the fact that I was still able to root for this team. Through the 2004 ALCS,
yeah,
and Jeff Weaver giving up the home run to Alex Gonzalez in Game 4 of the World Series in 2003.
Yep,
and then we had to deal with Jose Contreras and David Wells, whose back just kept giving out on him. I mean. I'm going to be honest, bro. The highs have been really high. The lows have been low. And the mediocrity has been unimpressive.
Yeah, well, I keep joking with Anna that I'm gonna get my Cardinal tattoo lasered off because I just can't, and I'm gonna replace it with a cup tattoo because I just can't do it anymore.
I can't do that to yourself.
I know. I'm not gonna do that. but I've certainly jokingly threatened it more than I ever have or thought I would. So Hey man, I just hope when we reconvene in 2 weeks' time that we have something positive to say about our teams, right? Maybe this is the turning point. And
Well,
I guess it's kind of what we have to do, right?
Well, here's one positive. The All-Star break is next week.
Oh, geez, right? I mean, could any two? I mean, I know it's just because they're ours, but I think we would both agree both of our teams sorely need this All-Star break to come sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, and how about that? Shohei Ohtani is going to play in the home run derby. How about
first
that?
ever first ever
Japanese player? Yeah.
Well, first ever player to be selected at pitcher and a position player.
Yeah.
As a starter. Oh yeah. I mean, we have a minute or two?
Yes.
I guess. Okay. Well, I just want to say shout out Nolan Arenado. Love him. He's been one of the best bright spots, all-star starter. Yachty just missed, and then Alex Reyes getting his first all-star nod. So shout out to the Cardinals all-stars. I very much look forward to watching them in action. And man, that will be a breath of fresh air, just getting a break and hopefully regrouping.
Yeah.
As we hit the literally the midway point of the season, man.
Yeah, we're right at it. Aaron
Right
Judge
there.
deserved the All-Star ballot for the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
DJ LeMahieu, look, he's had a good enough year, even though it's been an off year by his standards.
Did he get to start?
Yes.
Maybe a second.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Garrett Cole was announced. I mean, look, the past two starts notwithstanding, he's deserved it. Aroldis Chapman should not pitch in the game. I know he was selected, but he needs to not pitch in that game and get right, because he is so far off. It is just I've never seen him be this off in my life.
Yeah.
And look, man, I mean, as we have to, begin the wrap up here, we're both feeling off because of our teams, and it's okay. I mean, we've got each other, and we've got you, the fans, to help us get through it all. So thank you so much for being here on Swinging Blindly. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We'd love to know what you think. Even if you are an Arizona Diamondbacks fan, challenge you to find the positive.
Or a Jimmy Eka bonus.
Oh, well, hey, yeah. Facebook.com/Swinging Blindly podcast, on Twitter @Swinging Blindly. Bro, at this point, I mean, I think we care less than a care if we swing and miss, right?
Oh, I might as well just swing the opposite way. I don't care.
All right, well, do your best to beat the shift, PJ Geary, and see you in 2 weeks.